In a world where success stories are a dime a dozen, it's rare to stumble upon a narrative that spans nearly 2 centuries. Meet Boman Barucha, the guardian of an unparalleled legacy, Dinshaw Co, an optical business that has witnessed the ebb and flow of time, evolving from its origins as jewelers and clockmakers. Nestled in the heart of MG Road in Pune, this establishment is not just a test of business acumen, but a living chronicle of dedication, resilience, and integrity. From crafting chronographs for the British Army to becoming a beacon in the optical world, the Bharucha lineage has seamlessly blended traditional craftsmanship with modern innovation. But what's the secret behind the enduring success of a business that has been passed down through 7 generations? Dive into the captivating journey of Boman Barucha, a man who not only upholds a rich legacy, but also redefines it with every passing day.
We are unofficially the oldest retail spectacle outlet in the world. This business was started somewhere around about 1700s. We predominantly were jewelers and clockmakers. And slowly it transgressed into being more of an optical outlet.
Imagine a lineage of craftsmen and entrepreneurs passing down their skills, stories, ethos from one generation to the next.
We have been here since approximately 6 to 7 generations. It's same place.
The legacy is not just about spectacles. It's about the sacrifices of generations past, the hardships they endured and the resilience they showcased.
My grandfather was a freedom fighter, and during his time we had a lot of hardships my family went through because our family was banned by the Britishers.
But his uncles, with their unique professions, from electrical engineering to wrestling, kept the family afloat.
And I think they were very strong, integrity people. They had a lot of honesty in them. Through my father, I came to know a very good gentleman called Mr. Naval Baliwala. You must have heard the name in Mumbai called Baliwala and Homi Opticians. He was instrumental in starting an optometry college in Municipal High Hospital, Kamatipura, where I did a course there. It was a very primitive course. This thing really opened my eyes.
Mr. Bharucha's journey took him to Mumbai, where he expanded his horizons, learning, freelancing, and absorbing the vast knowledge the city had to offer. Returning to the family business wasn't just about continuing a legacy, but about innovation and growth.
By 85, I was practically looking after the store on my own. I do a lot of work in a very orthodox way. Few things which I've learned is always be honest. Don't try and put nonsense in a patient's mind because it doesn't help.
But the journey wasn't without its trials. The sudden loss of his uncle and then his father thrust the entire responsibility of the business on Mr. Bharucha's shoulders.
I wouldn't say smooth sailing. It's been very difficult because when you try to work with a lot of honesty, you're always on the back foot most of the time. Today, whatever people recognize me is for maybe my sense of humor and my honesty. Then challenges were transition from the price range because Pune being a small town, you see people are not used to flamboyant materials, flamboyant prices. Another challenge for me in this business was upgradation was something which was not heard of, and I believe that without technology and without upgrading you can't last.
Mr. Bharucha's commitment to his staff and customers stands out. His approach to business is deeply personal, valuing relationships over commerce.
My sales staff has been there for over about 10 to 12 years, 13 years maybe. My fitting staff has been there with me for about 6, 7 years, 8 years. My accountant has been there for about 16 years. When we attend to customers in a more friendly manner, we treat them as more than guests when they come into our store. Normal opticians, what they first of all don't understand the logic of making or giving spectacles. It's become like, इसपे इतना कमाना है तो यही बेचो, इसपे इतना कमाना है तो यही बेचो. We don't do like that. Where we take about 1 week time to give one pair of contact lenses.
Mr. Bharucha's commitment to his craft is evident. He constantly seeks to improve, questioning traditional methods and adapting based on what he learns.
And when I started reading again, I found out that a lot of stuff which I was doing was not doing correct. So I started changing little bit by little bit by little bit by little. Eventually, I've come to a standard where I can't go back lower. It's very difficult.
Trust is a cornerstone in their business.
Dinshaw company holds too much power. I can't let anything come in the way of my name. Nothing.
He also emphasizes the importance of evolving, of not just doing what one's predecessor did, but improving upon it.
Two words which are very important if you want to change your thought process. Why and what. It will not come in one shot. So you have to keep repeating it over and over again to understand the crux of what this matter is.
In a world where many businesses bend to the will of large corporations, Mr. Bharucha's stance is clear.
You have to deal with better companies. You have to showcase your knowledge. You have to improve your knowledge by discussing with them because they do R&D. You can't do R&D.
Mr. Bharucha's dedication is evident in his work ethic, believing that if you own a business, your commitment should be double that of your staff. His legacy thrives not just through his optical business, but also in the achievements of his children. While his sons have taken the mantle of the family business, with one having an MBA and the other trained at the Asian Eye Hospital. But it's his daughter, Wabis, who has carved a unique path.
Yes, she's scaled herself very well.
As the former captain of India's women's rugby team and three-time TEDx speaker, she is not just upholding the family's honor, but setting new benchmarks. In the midst of business challenges and customer conundrums, Boman finds solace and pride in the achievements of his children, each making their mark in their respective fields. But beyond his professional life, there's something else he's deeply passionate about.
I used to see these other dogs, so I used to give them little milk because my Sasha loved milk.
What started as a small act of kindness soon grew into a mission.
From 4 dogs, it went to 15 dogs. It went to 30 dogs. It went to 50 dogs. It went to 200 dogs. About 20 years.
Mr. Bharucha's dedication to these stray animals showcase his immense compassion and commitment. Today, he has trouble walking, but still this does not stop him from feeding dogs. In a world often caught up in its hustle, Mr. Bharucha stands as a beacon of kindness, reminding us of the profound impact one individual can make.
What I would like entrepreneurs to do is first of all see that if this is a feasible prospect for them and they can grow their business in the next 15 to 20 years. They have to be long term because you see when a customer walks in, he walks in with some amount of need, some amount of commitment from your end. Most important is learning and reading, attending seminars, conferences. So you should see what is your strong points. Why are you bothered with what the next guy is doing?
Mr. Bharucha's vision for the future is clear. A shift in the industry towards genuine service and integrity.
Of course, commerce has to be there, money has to be there, we have to sell, we have to survive. But that doesn't mean you survive on making another person a fool. That's all.
Navigating the intricate tapestry of close to a 200-year-old legacy, Dinshaw Co, he's masterfully woven the threads of a rich, long-standing heritage with the nuances of modern innovation. In a world where businesses often chase ephemeral trends, Mr. Bharucha's journey underscores that true success is anchored in values, relationships, and a commitment to evolution. His story serves as a poignant reminder. While success is a milestone, carry forwarding a 2-century legacy with grace and innovation is a true hallmark of greatness.